gewoon Miss Universe dingen dit hoor. My name is Leila Aigbedion, 25, from Nigeria, and I'm the National Director of Miss Africa Netherlands.
Na collabo, yeah. She wants some collabo. I can sing for you, you can sing for me. Yeah. She says she wants some collabo. She need them badly, be like tornado. She talks say I they play like Ronaldo. The thing they sweeter like Don Jazzy Eminado. We gon' go Monaco. I rock her body, give her Orlando. She just the holla, she the scream obrigado. As I the fire, I the call her Molato. My Molato. Oh yeah, baby, make we collabo.
I'm the National Director, and as the ND, that means you're the head of the pageant, and you work with the winner. You send her to international pageants, and not only that, you are also the pageant coordinator, so you are the one actually in charge of the entire pageant.
All right. What inspired you to start working for this organization?
What inspired me to start working for this organization is that the message the organization had, it's basically, as you hear, Miss Africa Netherlands. So it's about Africa and the Netherlands. It's a combination of, and as we know, Holland has more than 180 nationalities living here, and that's the most beautiful thing that we have in the Netherlands. So it's a beautiful thing for you to combine Africa as its whole with all the culture and the beautiful things, and a little country, the Netherlands, and blend it together, and then you get the most outstanding Afro-Dutch girl, and that's the message that I really love about Miss Africa Netherlands.
Which challenges have you faced so far as a manager within this organization?
The challenges that I've faced so far are a lot. I mean, there is no organization without challenges, and I think you need challenges to reach your success or reach your goals or reach your destination. So there have been a lot of challenges. I mean, every year you challenge yourself, and every year you want something more. Like, for instance, this year we had 13 contestants, and now my goal for next year is to have between 20 or 30 contestants, or even 30 or more contestants. So that's also a challenge, and I think that's a very, very big challenge, because if you need to pay attention to 13 girls, just imagine paying attention to 30 girls. So that's a very, very big challenge. So you need to challenge yourself if you want to achieve your goals and reach your destination. So there are challenges everywhere.
How are you planning to make this organization bigger?
Well, how am I planning to make this organization bigger? That's a secret. I can share that. But what I can say is that you need to work with the right people. I cannot do this alone. We cannot do this alone. We need to work with the right people, the right sponsors, the right investors. And I think with the right sponsors and investors, we can go very, very, very far. And the goal that I have and the vision that I have is Miss Universe, Miss World, the biggest pageants, Miss Supranational, Miss Grand, Miss Earth. That's the goal, and that's the quality that I want Miss Africa Netherlands to be. And I want it to be the biggest pageant in the Netherlands, and a very, very big international thing that each year people are excited for the next grand finale of Miss Africa Netherlands.
You mentioned your team. What role do they have in solving any problems you occur?
They have a very, very big role in solving problems. I mean, if I'm not there, that's why I have a team. That's why we have a team, that if there's anything wrong and I'm not in the neighborhood, I can always call, like, okay, please, this and this is happening, go here, go there. And the team has a very big role in solving problems, because if you have a team, that means there's trust. And if there's trust, that means they can go ahead and solve a problem without me. They don't need me all the time to be there. So I think the team has a very, very, very big responsibility in solving problems.
Do you have a good example of things you would like to improve that did not go exactly as you planned?
Yeah, I think sharing tasks to all the team members so that each team member will know what is his or her task, so that they know, okay, this is your function, so you are in charge of this, this, and this. This is your function, you do this, that, and that, and that. So everyone has his own rules, everyone has their own thing to worry about, so that means that no one will put their mouth in someone else's business, for instance. So because if you are a event manager, that means you have a lot of vision and whatever about event managing. So that's your part, that's your thing, that's your business. So if another team member has a question about that or a vision about that as well, they need to talk with the event manager and come to a conclusion and whatever, etc. So I really think that's the main thing.
What would you like to change about your own function if you could? Or what are you planning on changing within your own function?
What am I planning to change within my own function? Well, I think that I was always a little bit on the background, like, chilling. But I think because of this year's pageant, that it's been such a success, and everyone is really excited about the last pageant that we had, and people are really recognizing me for who I am and my function in the organization. I really think that I should step up more as a national director and really show the Netherlands that I am the national director and that I'm ready to do very, very great things. So with that said, that means I want to let potential sponsors and people know who I am, what this brand is, and what we stand for, and what we want to achieve with combining the beauty of Africa and the beauty of the Netherlands together.
Maybe we should move on to a more positive note. What has been the most rewarding part of your function within this organization?
The most rewarding part within this function is that you work with different souls. That means, like, for this year we had 13 girls, and each girl is different. No one is the same. Everyone has their own flaws. Everyone has their own qualities, and you get to know them more personally. Everyone has their own life stories. Everyone has their own backpack. Everyone has their own struggles and their own vision and things and goals and plans. And all the girls, I've known them personally, and like I've met them in another way. So I think that's the most rewarding thing about being a national director, that you can really bond with different girls and meet different girls and actually see that everyone is so similar to each other. Everyone has their own story, but it can be so similar to your own story.
You used to do pageants yourself. What made you go from being into a pageant into directing a pageant?
I think because I've done so many pageants, it made me believe that I could also put up my own pageant or organize my own pageant, coordinate my own pageant. And the reason why is because I've seen it from a contestant side for years, and I know as a contestant what I would want to have different and what I would want to have changed. So that made me very comfortable to step into the national director position and coordinate and organize our own pageants and do what's right at the time that I thought was wrong as a contestant. And I think that really, really helped. And I think because pageantry is my passion, it's what I love, it's what I love to do, it's what I enjoy. Organizing is what I enjoy, hosting is what I enjoy. It's all part of entertainment, and the entertainment industry is what I love, is what I enjoy. So there's a lot of love in it.
Do you see yourself working as a national director for Miss Africa Netherlands in 5 to 10 years?
Yes, I definitely do, actually. I really think I would still be working as a national director for Miss Africa Netherlands, and I think by then Miss Africa Netherlands will be a very, very, very big platform in the Netherlands and international.
Do you have any last tips for aspiring national directors or managers in the pageant industry?
Yeah, the most important thing is that you should have a team, a good team, a strong foundation. It starts with yourself, and it starts with the people in the team. That doesn't mean that you need like 10 people to have a strong team. No, maybe 3 or 4, 5, 6 people. Maybe, let's keep it maximum 10 people that you really need, like an event manager, like a graphic, or whoever that you really, really, really need to make your pageant or your event a success. And It's also very good to have people from your own circle and people you know that will stay by your side, will support you, and do this with a lot of love and passion as well, because that's important, that you know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what you're doing it for. So it starts with yourself and it starts with your foundation. Build an empire.
Thank you, Leila.